Uh, na 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 na. Make it say, na 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 na. I'm the number one stunner. Wah, 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 wah. The number one stunner. Wah, wah, wah. These after all shows, your wife is my baby mama. She's a good dick sucker. What the fuck? Hold up. Everybody get your motherfucking roll on. Everybody get your roll on. Everybody get your roll. Oh. What it do, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all know the vibes. Y'all already know what time it is. See, y'all don't know that No Limit and Cash Money, that versus, nobody know that nobody knows. You feel me? Nobody knows. Nobody knows the history. If you're not from the South, it's how can I put it this way? How can I put it this way? People from the South, like myself, HD, shout out to Big Bro, subscribe to his channel. Welcome to HD TV. That's with 2 eyes. Get his merch, was it $60? T-shirt and hoodie. Florida boy, you know, my fellow Florida bladder and JP, other Big Bro. JP know what I'm talking about. JP, if you listening, if you watching this, congratulations, because this was a shocker. Nobody expected them to be on the same stage, to be in the same room. Like I explained in my last video when I was giving my prediction. By them having a versus battle between them two, this is going to start record labels against labels against labels versus. Don't be surprised. Just because No Limit and Cash Money is not, they're not gonna be the last ones. Don't be surprised. Uh, don't be surprised if they have Def Jam versus Universal. Bad Boy against So Def, or Bad Boy against Death Row. We don't know. Hell, they might do Rough Riders against Death Row. Hell, that's a good one. Bad Boy versus So Def, Rough Riders versus Death Row. It's man, it makes sense. It's more. Give me a second. Give me a second for a minute. But yeah, both labels have one female artist. Dope. And y'all should know who them two female artists from both sides. Y'all should know their names. If y'all don't know their names, there's a thing called research. How can I put it this way? More of more of it's more grit. Death Row brought that old school gangster funk. Rough Rider is gonna give you that grit. That grit. Both sides have classic songs and albums. You got two of the best producers. Hell, you got producers. I'm not gonna say two of the best. You got producers that are legendary on both sides. Death Row, of course, the Dr. Dre's. Um, you got that. You had Daz. You had DJ Quick. You had Johnny J. Rest in power to Johnny J. To name a few. Then Rough Riders, you had the Swiss, you had the Dame Grease, you had damn. I know they had more producers, but just to name a few. They complement each other. People don't realize they do. We look at the Death Row versus Bad Boy. That's not a fit. If you want to put it out there as far as the media, that in the media eyes, that's fit. Realistically, my perspective, Bad Boy fits better with So Def. Death Row fits better with Rough Riders. No Limit, Cash Money. Def Jam, Universal. Loud Records versus hell, Priority Records. All these labels that I'm mentioning are going to be potentials. Now, I have given my potentials before, and some people gonna say, "Well, you're lying." After the Locks and Dipset in that video, I have said Fat Joe and Ja Rule, don't be surprised if them two have a verse against each other. And I knew it was gonna come. I knew it was gonna come in when Jada performed New York against Dipset. I knew it was coming. It's not a coincidence. So, but who don't get credit for it? Who all the credit goes to? Swiss and Tim, right? You don't think people be watching YouTube videos and getting concepts? You don't be thinking that? In school, the class I'm taking, legal aspects of the media. Copyrights, you had copyrights, legal actions, statute of limitation when it comes to how long did this issue have been occurring as far as the judicial system, but people still, or legend, but just cause, never mind. But don't be surprised. Those potential versus labels matchups, don't be surprised if they in a mix. Now, as far as artists, rappers, um, I can see a T.I. Ludacris. Um, I damn. I can see a T.I. Ludacris versus matchup. I could see mm, oh my gosh. Shout out to the Queen. She still look good to this day, looking like good, good looking buttermilk pancakes, biscuits, green, Granny Smith apples on the side. Me and X, man. But I would not mean I would wow. Shout out to you, Big Mama. The biggest mama. And she killed it. We gonna get to the recap later. I'd love to see me and X against damn, if we want to do a catalog. I'd love to see me and X against Lil Kim. I like to see me and X go against Lil Kim. I know Lil Kim want that smoke with Foxy, and that's cool. We'll love to see that, but me being biased, me from the South, I would love to see Mia X against Little Kim. I think both of them, it will be a dope ass versus battle. Both of them got bars. Y'all forget that even though Biggie wrote, even though Kim has some writers, but Kim wrote for herself too. Kim had bars. What separates Kim from other women, from other female rappers? Kim had her style. The Kim was more gutter, but she was more sexy with it. She's gonna spit to you from a woman's perspective and a nigga's perspective, but gonna say it real smooth. Nice nasty, in a way. I would describe Kim as nice nasty. She's a nice nasty rapper. She's gonna get at you, but you don't even know if it's gonna be, is she mad at me or is she gonna have you confused like that? That's why, to me, Little Kim, my favorite female rapper, besides My Baby Left Eye, Lauryn Hill, Mia X, Gangsta Boo, Missy, Fox, Early Nicki, and Cardi. Little Kim, the women you see, the Trinas, the City Girls, just female rappers now, they came from the Little Kim and Foxy Brown era. They came from that. The style, the talking, the talk that shit, and put that pressure on you as what you gonna do. This is the Little Kim era. People don't give Kim credit, but this is the Little Kim era. Shout out to Carcino. Mia X. Let's jump to Mia X. Mia X, she's gutter. She's gritty. When Master P said No Limit had that gumbo flavor, he's not lying. Mia X, she's spicy. She's the jambalaya that tastes good but has a little kick. Tastes good though. Mia X is that woman. She's that queen. MC, if you want to talk about bar for bar, I think Eve. Damn. I think she'll beat Eve if we were talking about bar for bar. She will embarrass Remy. Nobody don't need to bring up no Nicki because Mia X is, you want to talk about one of the greatest rappers that ever touched the mic from the South, whether it's man or woman, Mia X is in there. Mia X gonna give you that real. Yeah, both Kim and Mia X, they had, as far as albums, they didn't put enough albums out. But the body of work by features, the freestyles, even their songs. I can say you this. Which album is better? Hardcore or Unladylike? Aha. And don't be taken. Is LLC. Hardcore versus Unladylike. Again, Hardcore versus Unladylike. Two classic albums that people overlook. Those albums, to me, have those albums to me birth this generation of women rappers combined together. So yeah, I love to see a Mia X and Lil Kim versus. I love to see a Usher versus Chris Brown versus. To me, Even though he didn't have a run, I'd love to see Mace in the verses. I'd love to see Mace in the verses. I'ma still keep saying this. 50 and Wayne are going to have a verses. We don't know, but it's going to be a surprise. If you guys don't know what is leading up to this, look at the All-Star games for the past couple years. And when they do celebrity, who was the coaches? 50 and Wayne. You see 50 and Wayne in the same venue, right? Not only once, but twice. I'm talking about as far as celebrity basketball. They have been building this. Swiss last year even said, "Oh, I think Wayne will beat 50." Then put that set it up because both rappers have set a standard for mixtapes. 50 made the whole create the whole mixtape era where yes, mixtapes are known for freestyles, but you could make those freestyles into an actual song format. Wayne, he created the mixtape era where people would just go. Yeah, you have rappers that spit freestyle. But what Wayne would do is Wayne will go. He would Wayne would use 50's formula of putting in the song format. But the balance is he used that method. Not only that, but he blended with his own method. Where, yeah, song format, the hooks, the melodies, the concepts, but Wayne could come in and spit. So it's Wayne has a balance. When folks wasn't fucking with 50 for whatever the reason, musically, whatever the reason, Wayne came and picked the torch up, and you see mixtapes where they are now. If it wasn't for the Drought 3 and my favorite Lil Wayne mixtape, look at the futures. Look at every rapper that have made that have done mixtapes. Yeah, it's Wayne's work ethic and 50's work ethic co coincide with each other. They both work ethic is go, creating long lasting songs, classic albums, classic albums. You know, bar for bar. Like I give you one. I give you one example. What song is better, In the Club versus Go DJ? Because I could see that if they did a versus, when they do a versus, I could see both of them. Candy Shop versus Lollipop. Um, Hustler's Ambition versus either Hustler's Music or the Kobe Bryant song. Um, damn. Um, damn. It's to name a few. That's gonna be set up. Everybody could. Oh, that's gonna be set up. Swiss did that last year because Swiss is a publicity stunt. People gotta realize it's a publicity stunt, folks. They just doing it for a reason. Got out. Um, um, New Edition versus Boys to Men. I can see that happening. Um, I definitely see that happening. Jodeci versus Drew Hill, I could definitely see that happening because because Boys to Men, not Boys to Men, Jodeci basically put the stamp and set the standard for the Drew Hills and all that. R. Kelly, there's no singer, no artist that can compete with R. Kelly musically in a verses. You know, not only that, you know, it's it's crazy. Uh, what else? But let's get to the recap of this. So I seen it. Long story short, I seen it. Dope, dope battle, dope. It was that started off with um damn, when you start off the battle. Ah, fuck, my bad. When you start off the battle, especially with Cash Money, it was damn. I forgot the song because No Limit responded with No Limit Soldiers. The song I forgot the name of the song, but the song that was it still it's not Still Fly. Um was it I think it was Still Fly. Then No Limit came with No Limit Soldiers. Song for song, Cash Money and No Limit, it was like neck and neck to me. What shocked me was when Baby and them played number one Stunner. I I feel that they should have started off no number one Stunner in the beginning, and then it'll fit better with No Limit Soldiers as a response. But that's just me. But when it did number one Stunner, I'm like, all right. But soon as Masterpiece said, na 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 na, checkmate. That like them two songs head to head. I don't know that I would have never thought about that. Now I need a hot girl. Dope. Um, and then you come with how you do that. There, you had Nolan. Mac did. I can tell. Um, damn. It's songs that certain songs that were hitting. I seen I seen everything all the way through. It's just certain songs that was hitting. But you could tell it was a little bit tension because both neighborhoods, if you're from New Orleans, from Louisiana, y'all know what I'm talking about. Shout out to the Cali on Magnolia, the Methamine, Josephine. Shout out to the whole NO, the whole Louisiana, Baton Rouge, um, uptown, downtown, um, Holly Grove. Shout out to the whole Louisiana. You could tell Cash Money No Limit had a little bit tension, but it was a vibe. Anybody that's from the South know what I'm talking about. It's a vibe. It's like, uh, uh. What you gonna do now, nigga? What you gonna do? Nah, And then when they had backed that ass up, I said, damn. It was Wobble Wobble by the 504 boys. It could have competed, but back that ass up was gonna win regardless. Huh? It's freak hoes. Freak hoes. Bounce that ass, drop your knees to your elbows. Freak hoes. Freak hoes. So now I see where Future got that from. Freak hoes. Freak hoes. Bout that ass with your knee to your elbow. I would have had that against back that ass up. I would have. That's just me. Juvie was doing his thing. Baby was doing his thing. BG, man, fresh. Cash Money was holding it down. No Limit, they was doing that thing. Silk, Fiend, Mr. Servon, Skullduggery, Mac. They had Mercedes, Big Mama, P, C. It was Snoop. And shout out to Snoop because Snoop popped up, which he was going to. It was not a secret. He was going to perform down for my niggas. But imagine no Limit side, Soulja Slim and C Murder. C Murder was free, and Soulja Slim was alive. And then, man, and imagine if Wayne was there on. Oh my gosh, like they should have. From what I was told, niggas said I'ma hit No Limit like Pop hit that rule, make some money out the asshole. When Juvie played Slow Motion, now it was Slow Motion against I Can Tell. Boom. Them two songs, it's a tie to me. If you guys know what I'm saying, it's a tie. You guys should know why I say it's a tie. Come on now. But Juvie, yeah, that was a chess move by Juvie. Soulja Slim was signed to No Limit. Even though Juvie and Soulja Slim did a song, Slow Motion, that's a checkmate. Yeah, P, yeah, you got Soulja Slim, but guess what? Me and Soulja Slim did a song together. Dun, 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 dun. Slow motion from it. Slow motion from it. I said, I like it like that. She working that back. I don't know how to act. Slow motion from it. Slow motion from it. Slow motion from moving. Slow motion from it. I'm a dick thrower. Her neck, her back. Got a cutthroat. I got her like a brand new virgin. You dig it with the Houston and stick and start serving. A jiggy jerking. Slow down for me. Are you moving too fast? I'm trying to see that. Trying to grip that ass. Make it hard headed. I'ma make it with homie. But it's the doggy. Man. It would have been it was already legendary. It would have been more because both sides would have had their peoples. Now they should have played Wolf or Mr. Womp 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 Womp. But the fact that they had 10 songs, bro, that they had 10 songs, bullshit. For them two alone, I would have gave them at least I would at least gave them 2.5 hours. But 10 songs, that's just because you have every song, so it's quick. Now, both sides was eerie. Instead of just, embracing that, yeah, these two, man, they did their thing. This is legendary, right? You know, the fact that, yeah, Wayne wasn't there, cool. People need to stop tripping. Wayne is, y'all gotta realize Wayne is an icon. So if Wayne not there, Wayne probably busy. Or knowing Wayne, Wayne probably forgot. So let's cut that out of the equation. Now, when Baby was like, he mentioned Juvie, BG, Wayne, and Turk. I'm gonna tell you guys what. Let me see. Give me a second. Spirit, lead me where my trust is without border. Dear Lord, give me peace while I'm powerless to control things around me, calm my anxious mind. Father, help me let go of my desires and submit to your holy will in the stillness and silence of the promises found in your word. Set my feet to dance and let me be full of joyful laughter again. Give me plans for wholeness and not for evil. Give me a hope in the future. I am your child. I surrender now. Thank you for giving up your life for me. Give me a second. It's Turk. Now listen to this, right? I started this shit young. I was a young man trying to get some money and not be in the streets. And I met BG, your little bitch. I met Turk, shout out to Turk, your little bitch. You ain't here, but fuck you. We gon' fuck with you and we won't fuck with you. You heard me? And again, I started this. Now, again, when Birdman, my bad, y'all know him as Birdman. We know him as Baby. When Baby did that, you know you was wrong. I shout out to Baby, shout out to Cash Money, shout out to P, shout out to No Limit, the Tank, the Millionaires, the Young. Shout out to them brothers for putting it down in hip hop. When the South, we have been overlooked, but we still made it work. And Baby dissed Turk. I understand why Baby felt like that. I understand why Turk felt like that. I understand both sides. But at the end of the day, this is a No Limit versus Cash Money versus. It was the wrong time to address this. A wrong time. Because even though you and Turk don't fuck with each other like that, at the end of the day, Turk was part of that process. Baby. You know you was wrong. You know you was wrong for calling them out. Basically, it's a backhand compliment. You know you was wrong. You know you was wrong. Now on No Limit side, Mercedes, Queen. Why did you go off on that? Why would you go off? You know you're wrong. Mac and I could have sworn Mercedes was part of No Limit. I could have sworn. But Mac did his thing, and Mac said, "That's my song. I wrote that song." Which we all know he wrote that song, but I didn't know that she wasn't part of No Limit. Whether she she wasn't, she was part of that process. Mercedes, you was wrong. Allegedly, you was tipsy. Ma'am, you was wrong. You was wrong. Whatever issues that you had, that could have been. Let me holler at you, P. That could have been settled. No. See, this is the problem with social media. It's the gift and the curse. We already know why it's a gift. The curse is this. Anybody that have beef with somebody and can't be grown enough to address it face to face, you know, and want to act tough behind a keyboard. That want to be tough because you're on a phone in your comfort zone. That's childish games. If you're grown, be grown. Have a conversation. Now, if the whatever situation happened, that's between y'all and God. Cause man, we no. But Mercedes, you was wrong. Queen, you was wrong. Queen, you was wrong because you know better. You knew better. You know that by watching verses, they have 10 songs minimum. They could not have all these songs from artists. Second, if there's a negotiation, there should be there's a negotiation that happened before that matchup happened. Certain artists was going to perform because they are part of that label. If artists that don't perform, they was there representing their side. That what matters. But you made it about you, man. No, it's about not only that, baby. You both y'all egos made it about each other instead of focusing on the legendary status that baby you and P have made. Have made egos. Push the egos to the side because that it was unnecessary. Like what Sino said, every versus battle they have a tour that they got to do. You know, is this gonna ruin things in the future? Nah. If people become grown, not really. So it's you know. So despite the BS, Both sides did their thing. Shout out to the South once again. Shout out to the dirty South. We did it again. We did it again. We did it again. That's another dub for the South. But yeah, shout out to for those that there's a replay. So for those, just to sum it up, just doing a recap on No Limit and Cash Money, both labels that put it down, not only in the South, but left a mark in hip hop, even though they are overlooked because they're from the South. And I'm calling it how I see it, is because they're from the South. They both laid a mark on hip hop. Both sides have business minds. I'm talking to the CEOs. What both of them got the blueprint from Jay Prince. Shout out to Jay Prince. Shout out to the whole Rap-A-Lot. Shout out to his sons. Shout out to that movement. Jay Prince laid the foundation on how you build your company up and distribute and have a partnership with a major. You don't need to sign underneath the major. I think that's what artists need to do. They need to build their platform. Do a partnership, but have them do their job. Babying them that 80-20. 80% goes to Cash Money. 20% is for them folks to do their damn job. And they want that bankroll rolling. Cash Money. No Limit did was it 90-10? Correct me if I'm wrong, 90-10. But yes, business mind. You don't need to sign with a label. You don't need to. You don't need to sign with a label. Build your platform and do not only build your platform, but daggone have a partnership with these folks. Because these labels, what they want to do is they want to use your talent. They're gonna give you a contract, not expecting you to read a small print. That small print is very important because that small print could say either where you can sign this, we're gonna give you this upfront money, but we're gonna keep your masters. And then you have artists fighting their masters, fighting for their masters decades later, where it could have been handled first day front. You can't hire anybody to be in your circle. You gotta first have God as your center, pray to God, have him give you the sense of urgency on who negotiate. Come on, but both labels are legendary. Business mind. Both of them shows you that our tactics, you seen our tactics when you build your own platform, be better than me. Teach them the game. Show them how you run business. Show them how you keep the bankroll rolling. Show them that keeping your masters is important. Keeping your masters. Masters are ownership of your songs, your work, your property, anything, your platform, you masters. But shout out to Versus. This is your boy Strictly. I'm out. Peace.